Moshi Moshi! No machine emoji? God damn it, Google, you've done it again. Oh, jeez. Now, Biscuits, you're vibing here with the wonderful music here, and you said you had an HVAC guy coming on over. Is that like code word for like is there a porno happening? Is that what's happening? I'm trying to understand. Oh, so you rescheduled the porno thing. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay. Am I being serviced by the HVAC guy? No, I was being serviced by a garage, a car garage. We're ready for ranting already. That's great. But no, you didn't miss the stream. I was gonna start earlier, and then there's a little bit of confusion. So the guy called me. So I feel like this is like exhausting. So my air conditioning hasn't been working in my car since July. Terrible. So I went to the dealership in July and told them, hey, it's not working. They're like, okay, we're going to charge you $200 to check why it's not working. Tell me that they can't figure anything out. And then they wanted an obscene amount of money to like recharge it and put the refrigerant in or whatever. And I was like, please don't do that. That's too much money. So I took it to another shop because my warranty is about to end literally at the end of the month. So I take it to this place. I'm like, hey, can you do a recharge? Apparently that's all it needs. So they called me back like, half an hour later after I dropped it off. And they're like, oh, your like condenser is broken. And if you'd like us to fix it, it will be $750. And I was like, please don't do that. And they were like, okay, sure. And they're like, okay, we recharged it. We don't know how long it'll last, but probably a couple months if you're lucky of cold air. So I call my dealership back because I'm like, hey, I just took my car to another shop and, they said something's broken. Then you guys said it wasn't. And I was like, oh, and by the way, it's still covered under warranty that exists until the end of the month. So they're arguing of like, oh, well, we can't take what another shop says. And then I'm like, but you said in July there was nothing wrong. And then they're like, oh, let me check your paperwork. And so I'm like, I'm a little like, I'm sure they did something and I just didn't enjoy the free coffee at the dealership. But now like I'm sitting here questioning, like, what did you do to check whether a part was broken, right? So now I gotta drop it off on, it's just, you wouldn't have to pretend you know what's going on if you just, paid better attention. I thought that title was fantastic. So that's my current situation. So I think I'm happy that I found a new garage for when my car's warranty ends. They were awesome. They had a pet turtle and they let my son feed it. And they gave me like a little care package. Boy, they really sucked some penis. Maybe I was the one that sucked the penis. I'm unsure. Anyways, penises were endeavored in some way, shape, or form. And then Biscuits was getting serviced by an HVAC guy, but then decided next Tuesday is going to work better, apparently. So, yeah, it was great. Stumbled on in. It was great stuff. Yeah. As I played a little bit of Dark Knight, leveled him up a little bit, but we're not going to do that. We're gonna jump back on into the Reaper of things. Here we go. We're still looking pretty fly, I would say. So I'm looking forward to having an argument with the dealership over nothing. I don't want to think this way, but I'm really thinking like, as typical as most people when they deal with stuff, and I only deal with the dealership because everything's under warranty, so it hasn't cost me anything. And I'm annoyed of like, I took it to you, and you told me nothing was wrong, but hey, something was still wrong, so let me take it for a second opinion, and then they tell you. So, yeah. It's not enough fun. The burden of knowledge is where we're going. So that's the end of that rant, I guess. That only took 8 minutes, 9 minutes. But At least they service you too. Right. I mean, yeah. And you know, and they were still cheaper than the dealership for the other garbage that they wanted to charge me. So I was relatively okay with that as we head on into Fanow as we go. A new stereo installed tomorrow in your truck. Exciting.
It's
Is
5 o'clock somewhere.
It sure is. It sure is. And I came prepared, Cartesian Cat. How is Glitter? By the way, Cat, I am silly late. I apologize. I never remember about you Europeans when these things happen. So I apologize. I think I went on about my time working at Future Shop in the car audio and getting through all the, you know, like, is it a double DIN you're putting in? Is it a single DIN? Are you getting some type of touch screen thing going on? Nice solid old Milwaukee. So she got through her operation. She was even meowing at the assistants after hooked up to an IV. Sassy girl. I'm glad to hear that she got through, and you can pick her up tomorrow afternoon. That sounds fantastic. It's a double DIN touchscreen 10 point. Are you throwing on any woofers in there, or just the radio? Is your old radio like broken? Did it die? And she got 3 teeth removed. So wet food for days, right? Are you around, Biscuits, or are you still servicing HVAC people? Old radio's okay, but been acting up. Okay. How old's your truck again? ...2016, so 9 years. Oh, mine's a 2017, and I'm getting worried. The only thing I'm getting slightly worried about, and knock on the wood of everything... I apologize, Biscuits. I know I was super late, and then I was ranting. No wonder you're just like, what on earth is going on? But there's like I'm hoping I had my engine issues taken care of, but like that's the one like concern I'm worried about. Like now that it's out of warranty or going to be out of warranty, I'm concerned that it's gonna blow up on me. What? Oh, sorry. Glitter's 8 years older than my car. It's an old cat. Sorry about that. I know, like, I literally just get up, but it's like I'm about to. Hey, I told you, don't turn it up. And then I'm carrying on and on and stuff. Well, then I can't hear my game. Look, this is a great conversation happening. Well, why don't you go in your room then? Or go in mommy and daddy's room. Ben? Gotta replace some of the hoses. The hose or the hoses? Eventually before winter, but the truck's been pretty good. Do you yell at? Do you smack the bed of your truck and go, yeah? You like get one of those type of thing? Good truck. Okay. With the Almorans gone and your companion now returned, I think it's best now we go before they can regroup. Magic flowing once more through the Great Pyramid of Uxner, the entrance to the Katuna Revel. Chanel. Before we leave, Mirage, did you discover anything that may suggest the Light Warden hides elsewhere? Nay. Though we had but little time for the Almoran's most unwelcome arrival, we scoured in the nearby environs? Just say environment, man, don't be weird here. And spoke once more with one called Cryle. Having hearkened to her tale, it is my judgment that Sin Eater which her late mother did espy was indeed the being we seek, that is most likely resided in the vicinity of Raktika Falls. In the absence of subsequent sightings, I have no reason to believe our quarry hath sought out new sanctuary. And given the considerable difficulty we face in reaching the falls, we may be certain it hath not been disturbed by man.
When can I roll or skate?
Then our course is clear. You gotta be a little older. You gotta know how to skate. Well, we must navigate to the Hakuna Matata Revel, and made for Raktika Falls. Here. Though you may see it as another obstacle to be navigated, the Katuna Revel is the oldest and most sacred of our temples. Documented knowledge of the Empire is said to reside within. Knowledge which is rightly yours as allies of Ronka. You're welcome to explore. I fully intend to survey every limb of it once our mission is complete. Is the game music super loud for anybody else? It could be a little on the loud side. I can, of course, always fix that a little bit. Oh, hold on. Unlock that volume. I always can't remember what games it's too loud and other games it's not loud enough. But we love the music here, so let me know if that's a little bit better for you there, Cartesian Cat. But I must warn you, though, the way is open, it will still be heavily guarded. To discourage trespassers and test the worth of our allies, it had to be so. Be careful in there. That's better. East, and you will find the path of azure flowers leading to the Revel. I wish you a safe passage through its halls. So it's same as Katana. Katana. Hakuna Matata. Here we go. Master Matoya, I know I cannot dissuade you from going, so please, promise you will return safely. The Knights Blessed need you. You had your Who Garden earlier. Very nice. You need not worry, Runa. I shall return and bring with me a long-awaited gift. One the Knights Blessed will treasure now and forevermore. Now let us away. No one's gonna just check up on that squirrel there. And Revel is the same as it always has if you like unravel something, just without the un in the front. Alright, without the un in the front. Jesus Christ. Oh, God! What are you riding, a wolf now? Was I expected to like get on you here, or are we just stumbling around? I gotta go to this thing and talk to these people for a moment. No, I don't need to learn more about them. I just need to, you know. Oh, come on, game! You're gonna make me work for it. That's fine. Oh, and I did clean up my inventory ever so briefly. I still don't know how to or get rid of so many things. Ooh, an ether current. Look at that. Not enough yet to go flying. Alright. Well, how's everyone else now that my rant is over and said and done? Locations here. I realize, yeah, like, so I did clean up. Well, that's a lot better, I assume. Right, Biscuits? Oh god, everything's following me. The only thing still, like, that I'm sort of, like, a little annoyed with is, like, my adventure, like, so I did everything you asked, and I got rid of, like, you know, I put all my level 1 stuff into, you know, into the glamour dresser, made a couple outfits, but I still have, like, a ridiculous amount of things. Like, why are those there? I literally put those into the... And I did sell things to the Grand Company, bought some Coca-Cola, of course. I think another thing I have to really do is when I go and do like lower dungeon runs, I've got to like just maybe make like pass on stuff because you don't really need it, but I also have to like start maybe just having it go to the inventory, and that way I can just do it properly and just check like, oh, is this an upgrade or not an upgrade type of thing. So anything that can't be sold to your Grand Company, you just sell to a market vendor if you don't need it. Okay. We can feel the ether flowing through the door. A gentle push might be all that's required. If you've not worn it, you can sell it via your retainer. Okay. So stay on our guard. Oh, we have like a dungeon, like literally right off the hop here. Sounds exciting. Oh, so is this a dungeon you could essentially do with them? That'd be pretty cool. I sort of wish, because we're getting into the world of like where like maybe not a lot of people are doing this, right? So like you and I, hopefully we don't spend too long in it. But like I wish sort of you could like, oh, you have a tank with you as a friend, it just offsets who wouldn't be going here. So I would assume you take, you know, Y'shtola and Thancred or whatever. I think that would be cool. No, baby steps for this place to maybe accept it. But you know, 5 minutes sounds good. It's not too bad. I hopefully will not try to die this time. Yeah, like again, so like when I look at my gear, right? Like I understand how this works. So like anything that's got this little piece of paper in the bottom right-hand corner means it's a part of a group, right? Like you know, you have it equipped for something. And then I have a whole bunch of these other things that like obviously we just need to really get rid of here. But I'm still like, some of these I just don't want to get rid of. Y'shtola is magical range DPS and Minfilia is melee. Oh, okay, so you'd either take Minfilia or Y'shtola, yeah. Yeah, like, do you ever think that'd be something that would get added? No, eventually? And then, like, there's things like this. So, like, if they have the plus sign in the top corner, that means that it's part of a glamour or something. So, like, even though I don't have it on, I don't want to get rid of it because it's being glamored. That's very weird to me. It says that it's part of a hat, but wouldn't it be part of a grouping then? Maybe I just haven't updated it. Eventually I will fix everything. I just don't know why I have so much crap. Like, what is this? Earrings of Slay? Oh god, just taking care of this terrible business. Inventory. That's something you can do support on your own as far back as Eros. If you wanted to come back in and solo to level jobs, you could do it that way. Okay. Yes, bud. It's in the fridge. You can get some right now. Have your chocolate milk first. Yeah, I like it too. I got it last stream. I think. Nice glowy and bluey. It's very nice. I still love the outfit. Like that just fits. I love the Nier outfit. That's fantastic. You don't have a glowy weapon for Gunbreaker? I'm a little shocked. I would have thought you would have. Need to get Wolfie to make you one. Yeah. It's so funny. I was on Reddit and I saw someone who I felt was speaking like I was. So someone was saying, like, I haven't really dabbed into like crafting or gathering, but someone on Reddit basically was just like, you know, am I stupid? Like, why is gathering and crafting, but they were more specifically talking about craft or gathering, like, why is it overly complicated? And like, so again, I'm coming from World of Warcraft, where like when you wanted to go and gather something or you wanted to make something, as long as you had the materials, the mats as they would be called, you know, you just clicked a button and you made it. That was it. Like, no like hitting, you know, going through you know, 4 different things to make something. And I know it adds a little bit of value to maybe just making it so it's not so simple, but I was like, why is it overly complicated? It doesn't need to, like, gathering of an ore should not equal to me hitting 6 buttons. And I found it funny. I got downvoted, but I found it funny that everyone that was, you know, explaining their situation to me. Yes, bud. Like, everyone was like, oh, if you find it difficult, like, why don't you just use a macro? And I'm like, isn't that sort of like my exact argument of like, I shouldn't have to use a macro to craft something? Like, Jesus.
Pick up mommy when they come here.
Yeah.
And I play Zelda on your.
You're gonna go to Auntie's.
Wait, after we pick up mommy?
Yes.
But why?
Because you have mommy and daddy work. Or go through the agonizing grind that is relic weapon. I like it. I know like the ARR relic weapon thing is really overly stupid. I think they get better, like in the following expansions, right? Like, but it's sort of the weird thing of like, I love the A Realm Reborn relic weapons. They really are nice. They're 5 bajillion% better now. Well, that's... Coco go, bud. Yeah, it is painful. Like, I mean, especially when I just don't have all the time in the world to be doing everything right now. Like, that sort of is a thing that sucks, but, you know. It takes forever, and I decided to start doing it again for your main summoner weapon because you're fucking stupid. Well, you know, I don't say it's stupid. It just, like, it's just so silly, like, because, like, what is it? It's a book you have to do, and you have to do a bunch of different things. Like, you know, you have to do 3 dungeons, you have to do different fates. You can only do one at a time, right? I think that's another thing. Like, so if you're working on one, you have to stop progress on one to start progress on another one. Like, it's like, I hope that type of thing doesn't go forward, but like, geez, like it is really silly. It really is silly. You receive several random compliments on the Dragoon weapon from people in game who are literally like, oh my god, you really did that? Of course. I mean, like I said, I think they're really good. Because A Realm Reborn was around for quite some time before they first literally got their expansion, right? Before they started making some money. So, like, obviously the grind for getting those weapons was well worth it. Depending on how you asked. I'm trying to think of how do I even look that up? If I wanted to look up stuff. I want to say, like, it can't be achievements, but... Like, if I wanted to just, like, you know, like, find some time and I, like, oh, okay, let's go and try to do the, you know, let's work on the bow again, just so that one's all said and done. That's the one that I've furthest done, and then, you know, you can work on something else. Because I assume it's only the original classes, right? Like, something like a Reaper isn't going to have a Realm... isn't going to have a Realm Reborn, you know, weapon, because it didn't exist back then. We're rolling on into 8 minutes. This is the sort of the shitty part of, like, you know, like I said earlier, is someone going to be doing it or what? Someone joining on in? We can unsync. I hate doing that. Because I feel, you know, like a dungeon is good experience. Like, I feel like at worst, I would just do it with this group. That sucks because I like doing things with you. That's sort of the whole point. But at least if I did it with them, I'd get the experience and I'd get to enjoy the dungeon without sort of having to run through it. But I assume you get experience if you do it with them. It's very slow with duty support too, but it's up to you. I'll give it, like, you know, I'll give it a solid other 5 minutes. You know, we can sit here and chat about penises or something, or whatever it is that we like going on about. And I'm trying to, yeah, like, just something as simple as, like, I'm trying to find, like, how do I even check where I am with, like, say, the A Realm Reborn, weapons. Logs? Birdie? Travel. Like, some of these things just don't even make any sense. Maybe the travel log. Stuff like this that it sucks that they're overly confusing. Although I'm trying to think back on World of Warcraft. I mean, there wasn't, like, it took them many expansions before they had, like, everyone would get a weapon. It used to just be a single class would get a weapon depending on the expansion, which is a silly way of doing it. Like, hey, let's just, like, limit everybody, and then, like, oh, it's only going to be a mage weapon this expansion. So if you're not a mage, screw you. Like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, if I can find it, I think that's what it is. The Artemis bow. But there's no way of knowing, like, one of the fabled relic weapons. Sure. How do I continue doing that quest? Like, how would you know? Right? Like, I would, like, just said, I'd have to literally go in and look it up. Like, why is it overly difficult? What do I have to do on this to find that dang thing? Journal? Maybe. These people, they're out to get me. Yeah. Are the other ones not that, like, far better? Yes, bud. Oh, like your teeth are coming in?
At the top.
Okay, yeah, you're getting new teeth.
There's one right here and one at the top.
Yeah, you're gonna get 4, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom.
Yeah, but there's not one here yet.
It'll come.
Right here.
It'll come.
There's just this one and that.
There may be a for that's why I said go to. Oh, geez, hey, look at that. We'll talk about that afterwards. See, good thing we waited. It's a light party, a party hearty. How difficult is this one, Biscuits? Am I gonna be dead? The odd elf out, aren't you? Well, there you go. Who doesn't appreciate elves? Honorary bun. Aren't we all, right? Yeah, we'll have to take a deeper look. I wouldn't mind that. Oh god. First goddamn enemy when they're pulling this stuff? Oh god, we are in for some fun. I shouldn't have to be concentrating this much on literally the first pull here. Right? Like, I'm not wrong in thinking this, am I? Jesus. I thought that person also said nipple in the chat, Snow Cinder. It would have made more sense, but it said yippee, not nipple. Jordan, don't get yippee and nipple. Yes, bud. No.
But then why did you let me have...
I let you play on mine, that was it.
Why?
Yes, I let you play it for a bit. Okay?
When can I play it again?
When you start doing good in school, okay?
I wanna,
No. You can work on your book. Remember I told you. Okay, Logie, I'm trying to do something here. Concentration of buns.
Did you just beat one?
I have beat several.
What else do they have?
Is
that the red one?
Yeah, the top bud.
What if eat? What if those zombies? When the drum is gone.
Yeah. Alright, on we go. One of these fun things again, eh? Great! Oh god. Oh, I went to the wrong lane. I'll back that out a little bit just so I see where on earth they're going. As long as we don't die here, that's the important thing here, folks. I'm gonna do the math and say that's here, hopefully. Don't murder me, people. Look at that. Jordan is capable of actually applying thought and logic into things here. I never thought that was a possibility. Look at that. Fantastic. Everyone looks so purty. Uh-oh. Mr. Bossman. Hey, hey, aren't you Mr. Bossman? What's his name? Lozado. Great people. Great name. Rock and music. Possibly because he's a rock. I did not want to probably do that. All right, I didn't know that that's what that guy was going to do, but I'm just doing things. Oh god, he's looking at me. You know, it's a lot better just playing as someone who can shoot from the back, you know? No questions asked. This is what happens when Jordan concentrates. Oh, I forgot that button. You dare turn around and try to smack me, sir? Ma'am? Don't even attempt to read chat, Jordan. Don't even attempt it. It's gonna murder you. You're doing so well. There we go. Look at that. Job well done. Is that good for us? No, let's just greed it on up and just greed again. Greed on things we don't care for. Oh, don't run me over, please. Oh, look at that. Dinosaur lizards and anacondas. You mean there's snakes out there this big? Who would have thought? Don't hit me. I sometimes feel like there's got to be a point where, obviously, if there's more enemies than I would say like 4, it's better to do, you know, AoE attacks. But still, like, you know, it just didn't look like I was doing much there. They're not too bad. Ears of the gods. This upstream is being chased by penises. 2 of them. God damn it, I knew that was gonna hit me. $5 o'clock somewhere out of stock. You put a limit on it. Cheeky. I did not put a limit on it. I think there's a default limit on those things, but I would have a drink biscuits, but or a cat, but I am occupied-o. But I will have one the second I get like a small little break, guaranteeing you that. If anything should ever, there you go. If anything should never be out of stock, it is that thing. Right? That is one thing that should never go out of stock. Never go out of style. If only I had one of those hats with the straw, right? The foam domes, I think is what they're called. Lothars, you spelled honor wrong. Don't forget the King's English. There's a U in there. Yes, bud. Ooh, I don't know why I did that. Maybe. Thank you very much for that, Lothars. I expected better of you as a proper Canadian, but I know we had like... How do I spell like things that usually have an OU out your way there, Cat? Is you have the OU, do you go the American way and just with the O, or what's going on here? Oh god. That was terrifying. Am I like supposed to like move out of the way that, like, I mean, when he's just doing that thing? That's the only thing that was a little weird to me. Like, oh god. Am I supposed to move out of the way of that? Probably. Know you in color or honor. Very good. Very good. I think I don't want to stand in the shadow of the thing. That's probably what we're paying attention to here. Yeah, when he's doing that, am I supposed to just stand there and take it, or what? Oh my god, I did not even see that. How far out can I... That's what the Swift cast is for. It sure is. Sure is. I appreciate that. Oh, a nice Kenwood. I wasn't sure. I was gonna ask you, like, what one did you go with? Because, like, you know, back in the day, like, you know, Kenwoods, Pioneers. You know, I don't know if they still have the that hole anymore still, but Kenwood was a great name back in the day, and probably still is. I'm jelly. A Kenwood and a Sony. Okay. What about a Magnetvox or Sorny? You know, the Simpsons jokes. I'm in, right? Get here, Marge. They have all the top names here. Simpsons references are basically my entire mind. I mean, yeah, why not? That's basically all I ever click on in what do you call it now? I'm not calling it X. It's always going to be Twitter to me. Great. I was going for the older model, but the one I just came out in May. Very nice. An updated model just lied to use a double. It's a single din, but it still flops up though, right? I assume it has to. Not sure. That, like, I mean, I assume like they still do have double dins and single dins, but that was a thing that was like, that was all dependent upon your harness, what you needed to have in your stereo. So like when you were explaining to people That was always a great way of... People had overly complicated cars and didn't know anything about them, so like they would have like a basic radio, but like there was a harness in the back that you'd hook it up to, and you'd have to tell them like, oh, you need a double din, you know, and that's gonna be double the cost. And they'd be like, what? And you'd be like, yeah, like you know, like showing people, like they would pick one that like they thought that they could have, and then be like, no, you need this model because it's a double din model, and then they'd be like, oh, I don't want to pay that, because usually they were double back in the day. I mean, nowadays I assume like everything is just not as complicated, because back then you're dealing with people who had everyday bare basic radios, and I would assume like unless you buy a really bare bones vehicle, which I don't even think they really have anymore. I mean, because still everything nowadays has like a touch screen, you know, and everything. Even like you know, even if it's just a 5-incher or something, right? Still something you could work with. Well, I mean, if you plan on having that vehicle for some time, then that's all that matters, right? Like, that's essentially it. Yeah, at least another 5 years, and that's fine. Oh, it's the Light Warden Eros. I was gonna say it's the dog from Hades, Cerberus. Is there anything special with this one in regards to using a limit break? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm probably not near people. Please get away from me, oh my god. I thought he just wanted to pet everybody. Okay, I probably didn't want to go into that poison thing. I see how this works. Oh god, what do I do? What do I do? Do I go this thing? No idea. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Game, you gotta explain these things. I saw something in the middle. I wasn't sure if that's what it wanted me to do or what. Probably not stepping that. Oh god. Oh god. God, Jesus. Okay, I think I learned that time. Look at that. Please all come on me. I mean, not like literally come on me, but you know.
What is
A big giant 3-headed guy. Front there, you see?
Why does he have no arms?
He's got 4 paws.
Why does he have like a snake tail?
Oh, that's what they are. Why do I keep doing that on that? Every time I press that. You get like wandering mouse, like it's... I'm certainly getting the tunnel vision. You certainly see that happen every once in a while. Yes, buddy. Alright, push me away. Push me away! Surely this will murder him. Hey, look at that uneven red chat. I listened. Hey, there we go. Thank you. Well done. GG's. You know which one Daddy is? Yep.
Wanted to play.
I told you no.
Yes.
No, you can't play with your stuff.
No, that's still boring.
Well, that's your toys. Alright, player recommendation. Give it to the
I
bard.
want to play on the Switch.
You're not playing on my computer.
And then I want to play on the Switch.
Say I got some
And your computer is electronic.
What's the deal with needing or greeting on outdoor furnishings? I really hate that I'm waiting on this, but like, what's sort of the take on that? Good morning, hurrah! That's if you have a house. I do not have a house. Oh, can you? Oh, leave those there if. And I'm not gonna lie, hurrah! I've been reading things very quickly. I was like, "Good morning, Jordan and little dildo," is what I read very quickly, and I was like, "What?" Like, sure. Let's leave that then. Whatever. How are you, my friend? How's my favorite dog? Only you will get that message, right? You got both comms. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Here's to comms. So is this... Do we have one more Light Warden after this? I'm trying to remember. You're doing okay, struggling to feel awake today, but just had coffee, hoping the caffeine will help. If it doesn't, have a beer afterwards, okay? That'll hit the spot. Have you ever thought of mixing coffee and beer together? Not a coffee beer, but like, you know, straight up, you know, just drip coffee and just pick an everyday beer, pour them together into the same mug, and that'll take you places in life that you never thought. Remember that part about paying attention, Jordan? Looks can be deceiving. So does this make it worse when that comes to me? Like, does it make it harder for Y'shtola to see me every time this happens? Look at that night sky, folks.
The Light Warden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered.
You haven't yet know, but we do have beer on hand. It's called Kugels, and it's a lemon summer shandy. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I hope I butchered that name as well.
Aye, that they have. His condition yet troubleth thee?
They're not harder to see me, you just look as though you're really made of really bright light to her. Yes,
It does, though he shows no immediate signs of corruption.
The danger remains. He must be told.
Is she talking about me? Like, are you not allowed to have light in this world or something? I am the danger. Am I being corrupted by the light? Oh, I have no idea, obviously.
Describe it to me, Marie-Angé. Paint for me a picture with your words.
A sea
literal
of shimmering stars. Diamonds strewn across a raven gown. Boundless and beautiful.
Oh, sorry, Lothars. I am becoming a literal ticking time bomb of light. Great!
It is an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source. Calm and gentle.
Do not go into that gentle night. I'm sure I butchered that.
I can see it.
For however deep the void, or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails.
Well fought. Let us return home.
So they still don't want to tell me this? Yeah, just smile and nod. Everything's going fine. Yes. Yes. Let's rate the murals.
The murals. If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments. But whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen.
An appropriate time of when it gets too late and I am literally da bomb.
According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
Does anyone ever have a vibe? Just go jump on into this pristine, beautiful water? Reminds me of when I was in the in some caves in Mexico.
Always linger after defeating your
They had this
enemy.
pristine water you
Navigating
could
these halls
swim
on
in.
foot is exhausting.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
Not too late, just maybe not right after you just bought a bunch of shit in a dungeon. Sure.
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour?
Why do I have this weird feeling that he also knows what's going on at this moment? To me. I'm dead sexy.
Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more.
No, he has a cuck chair, essentially. He sits in the corner and just watches.
Well, I would quit this place and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done.
He's a voyeur.
Ah, there is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
You recognize these scenes?
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would.
You think back in the day of caveman people when they had drawings inside of a cave. Do you think that their version of porn was some cave guy would just like draw a bunch of scenes of people having sex in different positions, and then like you'd go to different caves to like, you know, for the different categories. This is what perplexes my brain on the daily, okay? Just when you think it couldn't get any weirder. You know, in Pompeii, they had lewd drawings. Was that the one that, the volcano erupted? And, like, people were turned into, like, you know, mummies? From all the hot ass action?
Calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it.
Isn't there like isn't like Pompeii like the touristy one? But then isn't there like another like area around there that nobody goes to but is much better to go to? Like it's one of those things like if you know type of thing. That's the way I've heard. 79 AD. Isn't there like another term instead of AD? Isn't it? It's like, what is it? Is it before Common Era and Common Era? Isn't that the other thing people roll with? You've been to Pompeii. Okay. Oh, yo, new cave painting just dropped. Did you see it? Oh, yeah, I saw it. Those are the perfect emotes if I've ever seen one.
And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world.
You saw the lewd drawings. How lewd were they?
A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture.
Not too bad. I'm disappointed.
Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again. To look.
Were there like pictures of like aliens with like multiple hands involved as well? And then just like making people work, like trying to figure out like, look, this chick's jacking off 13 people at once. Probably just some weirdly drawn boobies and wieners, I'd imagine, right? Exactly. And then you're like, look at this guy. This is like 4 times the size of his body.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
I get more and more disappointed with these lewd drawings that you're talking about, Kat. Load me, please! No! If you're gonna do that, play with it in your room. Oh, goodness. Yeah, massive Swangling Dong, right? Like hanging from a chandelier that didn't exist back in the day, just like... Mostly women, though. Ah, lesbians. Or prostitutes. Lesbian prostitutes.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity.
The men were out hunting saber-toothed tigers and woolly mammoths? If they were around back then? Probably not.
Until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented. Terrifying.
Well, you know, they do call it the first real profession, right, Biscuits?
Into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name, and by his grace was the calamity averted.
Is the screen moving or am I having a stroke?
Zodiac.
Somebody dial 9-1. Then when my face droops, dial 1 again.
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise.
The term prostitute is a term used by law enforcement to treat them as less than desirables in society. Ah, I never knew that. Learn something new every day.
Fears of these naysayers would rise, Heidelin. She who was to serve as his shackles.
Yeah, we learn something new every day, right, Kat?
Hold him in check.
So these, you know, this is like the devil and the angel sitting on your shoulder, telling you whether you do good things or not. But in reality, this is the crystal.
And so they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious.
So Hydaelyn to them looks like it's like a figure, whereas I'm thinking of Hydaelyn as the crystal. But if he's referring to it as the same, were there two crystals, a light crystal and a dark crystal, and the light crystal won, according to this mural?
With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiark banished and his being divided.
And the dark crystal is known as Zodiark?
That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiark and Hydaelyn are not gods. But
What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh. Oh. They are gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
So Hydaelyn and Zodiark are primals?
You have spun quite a tale. Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
That seems to be what he's asserting, yes. Yes. Except, so, like, I mean, all I know of, like, this Zodiark, this dark being, like I said, like, I only know of Hydaelyn, the crystal. I don't know of, like, this dark crystal named Zodiark. And also, like I said, I only know it as a crystal. I don't know it as a primal. Although the Hydaelyn does, like, speak to me. I mean, much like we said at the very, very, very beginning of the game. You know, it's basically how we come to be. So, but older than even the primals you fought, Garuda, Ifrit, and much more powerful. Even more powerful than Bahama Mama Bahamut.
Finally you asked the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story.
Is he referring himself as an Ascian?
It was we who summoned Zodiark. We natives of that sundered paradise.
Right. But I was just trying to think of, like, so he's referring to everyone sort of as the Ascians, like, sort of currently, right? Like, of what our world is? Is that what he's saying?
Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining?
I want to try to make sense of things here. So no, he's saying him and his people, the Ascians, are the ones who summoned Zodiark. Oh, okay. So, trying to make sense of things here. the world that we lived in, like in the light, the normal world, I don't want to refer to it light and normal, but like light and dark, I guess. That we had Hydaelyn, the crystal that I know of. In this world, did they have Zodiark? And it's like, is this why he's talking about some type of great rejoining? Are the worlds combining back again or something? Am I looking in too deeply here? Is this just a thing of like, play Final Fantasy to find out?
For our people. For all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
Okay, that was great. I have to go take a quick piss break. I will be right back, I promise.
Free. touch me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy, now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby, please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby, you drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping, your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm feeling guilty, so lock me up for with the key. Oh, 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 yeah. I said lock me up for with the key. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lock me up for with the key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby, you drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping, your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for with the key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up for with the key. Keep me in there. Lock me up for with the key. Hey, pretty baby, come and save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying.
Okay. Our world, Aetherius, is one of 13 shards. The shards only became a thing after Zodiark was summoned by the Ass People. You can draw some conclusions there, but you'll get more on that later on. Sorry, not Aetherius. Getting my lore a little bit tad mixed up. The source, our world, where we are now, the first, is also one of the 13s. Have I ever tried black licorice? Disgusting. It's terrible. I don't know why you want to, give it to the enemies, I guess, type of thing. Cat. It's terrible stuff. That was an enlightening experience, though. Not in the way I'd hoped. Come on, Logan.
See?
That's why you have to work on it.
That's what I don't know.
You have to work on it. Very popular in the good old Dutch land, eh? Work on them, please. Work on them. Work on your case. No, work on all of them, please. Though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it's best that we wait until Alfno and the others are present. Emmett Cell concluded, how convenient that you should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to the Fanau and make certain of the Ulmern's withdrawal. What is absinthe? I mean, I only know of absinthe as the drink. Yeah, I don't mind the drink of black licorice stuff, or black licorice tasting, but I don't like the black licorice stuff. Okay, yes. After that, Slitherbow. The blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Okay. Did I get new gear? Oh, lots of pieces of gear. Lots of pieces don't look any different. It's not anise, which is vile. Oh. Okay. Then what? Do we erase them and do them again? Okay. Do some underneath then. Work on the K letters.
These ones are good.
Yeah, so maybe work on those ones. So work on them again. Erase them and do them again. Yes, you are. Tastes like ass. That sounds terrible. I will let you know. S. Okay, well, that's what I want you to work up till.
Well, I did S.
Working on our letter K's at the moment, not going over well. Damn it, Biscuits, you beat me again. Some people like that, sure. You all returned, and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our members waned, so did too our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. I also have that genetic thing that makes cilantro taste like soap. That's a thing? On behalf of the V's, the Vi's, our forebears, and our late Emperor of Ronka, we have our deepest thanks. Like what type of soap? Like the terrible soap? Like, you know, like when you said a bad word that your mouth would be washed out with soap? Or like, you know, that gum that tastes like soap? Like that thing? It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Katana Revel proved more enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we had never hoped. Oh, please, you need not be so humble. We do but our duty as decreed by the late Emperor, with that we were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? Specifically, it's a genetic variation in the OR6A2 olfactory receptor gene. I gotta believe half of those words, sure. Logan, come on. But to our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. What? Still want you to work on all these?
Oh, yeah?
Go on. They're not. You can trace them. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Hitting. Right. Here. Come on. Really good. Okay, you want to work on these again? Really good one. Come on. Okay. Give me all the blue moldy cheese, but keep goat cheese away. Whoa. Is Runar still there? No, we escorted him back to Slitterbow shortly before you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we'll not keep you any longer. I suspect that they would be glad of your company. What's that stank cheese called? Something burger, I believe? Yeah, you all over that, cat? Well, thank you, Almet. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will wait your return, then. Alright, peace and see you later. Oh, I probably went the wrong way. How far are we going here? Oh, like it's a new area. I want to get that. You think your favorite cheese is feta? You could sit and eat it for hours, honestly. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Doesn't look like I have to do L.
Okay.
What did...
S.
Ah, you are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled.
Yeah,
at the
nothing
sight
wrong
of the
with some
night
good
sky.
cheddar. Nothing wrong at all.
The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath.
Oh.
Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes.
That's the letter you're on.
The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace.
Place offers a cheese
None
plate
leave
or
no pain or
charcuterie.
suffering.
I'm all over it immediately. I love me like a fresh mozzarella. There's usually an Italian place we go to that does fresh mozz. You know, with a little bit of balsamic and bread. Mwah! Fantastic.
In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane,
These M's.
I knew our
Pretty
prayers
good.
had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer.
Always got a big
First
block
we
of
met,
Gouda cheese in the
I
fridge.
harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
You mean, what's a kilo for our American friends, Kat? You need to make sense. Isn't that, what is that, 1.6 pounds? Or 2.2? 2.2, I can't remember. I think it's 2.2 pounds. I'm just making stuff up here, right?
I suppose
2.2.
you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray,
A lot of cheese, but that
Pray
probably
for your
lasts you a
children.
while, right?
that they may one day know a better world.
Really thick slices on Neapolitan pasta pizza? Sure. Nom nom nom. 1 or 2 weeks?
I will do as you
My
say.
God.
Please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory.
Depends on the
You
cheese
deserve that
consumption.
much.
That's why you guys have those Dutch toilets, right? So you can really inspect what's going on after the cheese consumption.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
Was this the expansion of where the new cat people were released? Or what, did he exist
So be
before?
it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark. This I swear.
Yep. Nope. Gotta fix that one. Your other one's good. You can erase it. Alright. Hrothgar is what he is, and Vieira were both added in this expansion, so hence why the cat people and the bunnies are sort of prevalent. Thank you.
Daddy, what do you have to do in this? You have to trace the letter.
Words that have the N.
Trace the letter at the end.
And same with Vieira, right? Were they only just to be female only until Dawn Trail? Or did they not stick with that? Did they know too many men wanted to be sexy bunnies? Out of the woods and through the house to grandmother's house. No male Viera were added in Endwalker. Okay. Though it pains me to leave, it's time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I'll wait with you in my chambers. The beer burps. Is she gonna tell us now that we're exploding into light? We are but a bomb. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, so I must share them with you. From the first time we met at Fort Gone, your ether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light, unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Hirange also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. Yeah, pretty good. One thing is for certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry, before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. Okay. I need to get me one of them buns. Not the car. Not the car! That'll work. Okay. I do love. Is that a bun or a rabbit? What is that you're riding there? Chonky cat? Chonky McChonkerson? Is your new computer all built up now, or are you still in the world of putting that together, cat or biscuit? Sorry. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery, and with the night sky returned, their prayers have at least been answered. I said cat because I saw a cat, and then...
What do you want me to spell?
I said S.
Yeah, but I just...
Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? But that one's certain is his best. Well, try them. That's how you get better at them. I don't care if they're hard. You just try them. Okay? Okay, well, not trying is playing with the pillow. Come on. Come on. You got the parts, just got to make sure the time to tear it all apart and rebuild it. We'll need a full day at most for it likely, and be very busy for the next couple weeks, yeah. I assume you're using the same case you already have, so you're taking the case out and just re-putting it in. I'll not deny that there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, and even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own, but I pray I did not honor to it. Now it's time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Same case for now, but it's a new motherboard, so got to take, yeah, it's basically just doing a full rebuild, right? Basically, you got to take everything out and put the new stuff in. Ain't too much more to it. Where are we heading now? Back to Crystarium, which probably isn't even here, right? Looks like you're doing a teleport. I'll take the free teleport. Thank you. Circle the cues. Yeah, the cues. Because some of them are G's and they don't want you to get confused, right?
What about this one?
Yep. You know your cues. All things considered, it's hardly surprising that Alphanode and Alice have yet to arrive, but...
What is a P?
Where's the XIV? What's a P? You know what a P is. My friends, it's good to see you all again. There he is. No, it's been too long. I assume your presence here means that you've brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika. Bound and slain, you say? I should have known. Umar has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norvant to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Greenwood. Speaking of Umar, what came of your meeting with Valthree? Ah, yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt that you are all tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? Well, I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. Well, let's settle then. We'll reconvene after everyone has time to settle in. Where are we heading? All right. Great music in this expansion. I guess say, were you realizing like, oh, maybe that's too far of a walk? Welcome back. Returned from a lengthy excursion. Your room has been made ready if you care to retire. I do. Yep, good job. Give me money.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there?
You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
I must stay the course for the others.
True enough. Packing up and going home isn't really an option, is it? If you don't face the music here, it'll only come and find you there.
Face the words. Is there a reason why, like, I understand he's sort of like a ghost-like figure to me.
Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Heidelin being no different from any other primal.
Like, I understand, like, basically only I see him. Like, maybe, again, I'm looking into this, because he's, to me, he's the warrior of darkness, and I'm the warrior of light. But seeing him with like, a healthy glow, is that just to show the fact of, like, that he's sort of a spirit? Or is it, like, sort of like he's well lit in this world, per se?
If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
A visual cue. Okay, thank you. Sometimes I feel like I'm looking too into things.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascian stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory,
just do
another's
S and then
waking
we're done.
nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Just gotta do stars. Got one word there. Yep. Yep, give me a sec, okay? Well, it's just a cutscene.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long.
Green Boy.
But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement.
Now, Gaius, he's a real Garlean, right?
'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear...
Or is he a fake one like that other guy, too? Are they all just putting their third eyes there, or what?
To say nothing of Black Rose.
And Black Rose is the plague thing.
All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there's work to be done.
Talking in plain sight to some guard.
These bloodless games make for poor sport. Mayhap if father... I am a stranger to him in this body.
Morta meets the eye with this guy.
Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend.
Lots of hmms in here. Lots of hmms.
I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
Yeah, big stuff is happening. Is Peter Pantsless coming into my window? Maybe it's like The Simpsons when Mr. Burns flies naked into Smithers' apartment naked. Now you get to commence part 2 of Shadowbringers New Game Plus. Oh god, that thing looks terrifying. As I suspected that you might be awake, I would scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe as long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Oh, you hear that? Back to our room we go. Have a little bit of a bottle of wine or something. No, don't worry about that, right? But I thought you might feel that way, and I can't say that your assistance won't be anything less than welcome. I remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you're under no such obligation, and free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The XIV tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. I do apologize if you can hear the little guy playing with all his toys. You know, he's just smashing everything off of our coffee table. But I'm hoping the NVIDIA filter is it's working its hard stuff. Life with a 5-year-old. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who are appearing to be in distress. Bastion! I've only just returned from Arang, yet I find the Crystarium, it's been being beset by Sin Eaters. Where are they coming from? It shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. I can only barely hear him every now and then, not a big deal at all. Yeah, I just like to... It sounds extremely loud to me, which is part of the things of... You can tell that the NVIDIA people do good work. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring if he is able to do so is our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, we'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending to the upper levels of the Aphrodite Plaza. Alright, the western side. I got it. So we have gotten rid of all of the Sin Eaters, but apparently they're all congregating on this little area here. Congregating? We're just making up word. Okay. A rotunda. I gotta say, this is a lot of fun being able to do quests with someone at the same time. It's just adds a little bit of a little extra to that. Very nice. That's good too. Getting the enjoyment out of it. Could they? I guess like this is probably the last time you did it was when it launched, right? So like, you know, it's just a little bit of a reminder of everything to you, right? Like the Avengers with Wakanda. Last time you did Shadowbringers was a New Game Plus. For one of our friends, probably 2 years ago, so it's been a while. Okay. Now, why can't we sprint that fast in game, right? They're just gonna like, oh yeah. Like a bird into a windshield. Please don't tell me this is literally Avengers, though. Where they're gonna, like, sacrifice themselves into the barrier, thus
the barrier is holding.
Defeating the barrier, and then we're gonna have to open the barrier so that we fight them in this narrow spot, right?
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
We want. Depends what you want. Oh, is this a duty? Oh God. I do hate that you have to like leave your party to do that. The game should be smart enough to know, like, look, this is single player content. You're not going to be involved. Is that a polar bear sky warden? Okay, a lot of the animals that are all been touched by the light, and they're murdering everybody. But lovely weather, just what we needed. Seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. Yes. Crystarian forces are engaging the Sin Eaters at various locations across the Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. You know what? I don't know, like, if... Again, World of Warcraft was sort of forced to do this after many expansions. I sort of feel like going forward, a big advantage of this game was to be like, so like you're sort of not focused on just being able to do one thing with a set class, like of whatever, you know, you have. I really think, like, in the future, I think it would be really nice is if they just had everything level synced to whatever you were playing as. So that way, like, regardless, if you wanted to bring a level 40 something into this, it's just all synced in that particular way. I really think, like, going forward, that might be a really good thing to do. Because that way, like, then you can play as whatever you want, leveling up whatever you want, right? You wanted to play something, it's fine, you could do it, but... Like, I understand why it's linked now. Like, World of Warcraft did the same thing. Things were blocked out until they realized, like, oh, people want to start playing as different things. I think that would really go somewhere. Of course, son needs me for a moment in the bathroom, and I am stuck. We're gonna fight the polar bear? The vulnerable en route to the round. Hold on, Logie. Like a pet peeve of mine of like I'm literally doing single player content in an MMO. My son needs me to do something. I might just have to go and deal with it. If I die, I die. Alright, let me right back, sorry. Oh god, please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Oh god, where did they go? Hope they if these guards do not die, Mr. Guard. Just get, I have to finish this and then I'll get you some, okay?
That is already finished.
It's not finished. Okay.
Pause right here.
I can't pause. I wish I could pause.
Then you don't have to just... You have to fight all these?
Yeah.
How do you fight all of them? Get something?
I hope.
Are those all fighting them?
Yeah.
Why do you power up so good? What are those?
What are those? What are those?
Some at the top.
Yeah. We gotta go around to get them. Is that our friend, what's his name? I don't want to say it. Is it Justin? Was that the guy you were playing with to get the New Game Plus stuff? The Monster Hunter friends?
Oh, there's a bear!
Different friend.
Why are they not after you?
Oh, they don't like me at the moment. Day one, like when you say day one, like you mean like Final Fantasy 14 1.0?
Or what are we gonna get killed in?
Yeah, I might. Wow, good for him. Even I can't take the credit for that. I've said this before, like I've played the beta of Final Fantasy 14, like A Realm Reborn. I don't know why I didn't play Final Fantasy 14 the original, like 1.0. Because I enjoyed 11. I don't know if you ever played 11. I enjoyed 11, and I don't know like when 14 came out if I just wasn't interested. Maybe I was console guy at the time. I mean, I played Final Fantasy 11 on the PlayStation 2 with the network adapter and all that stuff and play online. But it's just one of those things of like I just didn't understand like like when it came out why wasn't I a 1.0 guy? Because Final Fantasy 14 played a lot like Final Fantasy 11 at the beginning of what I've seen of it. It was very weird. I will. I just let this finish, okay? I promise I'll get you some, okay? Okay? Just gotta fight more polar bears. We got. It looks like they got a little bit of the mange there.
Give me it.
You will. I gotta do this thing, okay?
You don't need to do it right now.
I have to. I can't pause it. I wish I could pause it. It's not like Zelda where I can just pause the game, okay?
Yeah, but then you get. But you don't do it right now. You don't have to fight him yet.
I can't wait until I get the opportunity to tell my son one day that dinner is ready. And you know, like we've all grown up with like online gaming.
And that is my dinner.
Of where, you know, hey, you gotta pause. You know, I can't pause my game, Dad. It's an online game. You know, like I feel like I'm gonna have that moment, right? Eventually. I remember having to explain that to my mom when she'd call me for dinner, and I'd be like, I can't pause the game, Mom. You don't understand. It is as we feared. Okay, this is a good stopping point. I'll get the little guy some zoodles. I'll be right back.
Committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending.
Just hit my head off the microphone. What did he get for being a 1.0 player? Does he get any, like, legacy things? But our task is as ever. Turn the tide. think we're getting near the time where I become a potato biscuits. Are you happy with the amount of time we've been a bunny, or do we need to be bunnies longer? Where are these things go? There we go. I think OG character name is featured in the 2.0. Oh, geez, that's very nice. I think they got like a mount or something, if I can remember correctly. Could be wrong. He would know better than we would.
On your feet.
Come on over, folks. There's a lot of these things hanging about here. What's that? Given a receipt or receipts? Give him a receipt, right? Eaters. It's such a very weird thing of like we're in a giant circle, but you're gonna bring in a bunch of things that you want me to get rid of afterwards, like, so I can't go beyond the circle to go and get a quick attack on them. Me alive here, folks. That's all I care about. Gather around you very quickly, sure. Oh yeah, there's some added power there. That's what we want to see. Alphnode was like, hey, these things are taking too long, so how about we come on over here and sing Kumbaya, and then I'll make everyone a little bit more powerful. How about that?
Will suffice. My strength is yours. May the 12 guide you. The stars shall guard you.
Let's give them a show.
I feel like my AoE attack should be a little bit more AoE. Don't ask me to make sense of anything. Oh my god, the light! Whoever did that stuff. Was that Mr. Carbuncle? Mrs. Carbuncle? Maybe Ms. That was Alpha Node. Okay, very nice of him. I would, if I was Carbuncle, I would still take the credit of that. Okay, should be fine to eat now. Alright, cool down enough. He limit braked on them. Why didn't he ask me, the Reaper of the World, to jump onto their heads with my scythe? Death from above. No, I really didn't picture that we'd be beating up on the wildlife here in the game, but
There are so many.
here we are. You okay? You need a napkin? Of course you do. Because Reaper Limit Break is single target, not an AoE, and it's not all about you, Dordan. I am the Warrior of Light, lady. Here you go. You already made a mess. Come on. I'm the warrior of something, all right. Jeez, boy, taking it from the peanut gallery everywhere.
Leader! Yeah! Lena, hold on.
Not the hot bunny.
They turned on me.
Wait, who turned on her? The other bunnies? Oh, geez, we don't need that. Oh, they turned into Sin Eater. Okay, that makes more sense. Sin Eater.
This one is mine.
I'm right in the right tit. The nipple, if you will. Things are not looking good here.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
I don't think those reinforcements are coming, sir.
Run! Run, damn you!
They can't hear you, sir.
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now. God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
No.
No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back. Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
This is what he was saying earlier. It's coming true. Unless this is what occurred in his past, then... How long were you waiting for upstream? It seems we've driven them back. For the time being, at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyways. Long enough. What if I told you that I needed to take another quick break? Biscuits has gone away. This is our time to talk to Alice. Word from on high. Alice is contemplating that all must yet be done in the wake of battle. She'll catch up though. That's how she works though. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you'll fare it fit to fall over what we've done through. Gods know I am. But if you could see through a few of the patients, it'd be an enormous help. Captain Lina is about there somewhere, so might as well consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Yes. Finish your milk, finish drink, and then I'll get you something. Okay. Dying guard, go check up on them. What do you want, apple juice? You can't have too much chocolate milk. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Did they die? God dang it. Yes, give me a second. Why didn't you ask me when I was on my 2-second break there for a second? I mean, to be fair, it did say dying guard, so... Thank you. But it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me, I beg you. This is sad. Where's the third one? Healing over in here? Don't touch me! I killed her. I killed her! She was one of them, I know, but... This all sucks. Just gonna get my little guy some juice. How long I got? Maybe another, like I can probably go to 4. So another 50 minutes. Well, no, because at some point I gotta get ready to go to a concert. What kind of concert are we going to? Not me and you going to a concert, but, you know. Concert on a Tuesday, eh?
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
Unless there's like a good stopping point within this next 50, 45 minutes where it sort of seems like a good stopping point, I might stop there, but yeah. We should be resting? What would the guard do without their captain? Wage war! I have no idea what that is.
Appoint another. A captain's place is with her soldiers in the field. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you.
I mean, at least he's standing, which is far better than the other 2 people I just saw.
Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
They're a metalcore band. I could have assumed that from the name. I would assume the Wage War would not be a country band. Oh, they shot an arrow to her knee. That's a torn ACL, MCL, maybe even a meniscus in there.
I am fine. Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far! I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now...
What a telling picture this is.
Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium.
Oh god, not this fat man.
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering, a paradise where man and sin-eater might live in peace and harmony.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, this seems to be quite good timing on him to just happen to show up, right?
Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty.
I mean, he seemed to be really mad when we saw him last with the Crystal Exarch, so...
But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my sin-eaters. It is only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
There's not really a good point to stop, so fare out from the next big thing, so just keep going until we can. Okay. Yeah.
What about you? Before we go pick up Mommy, I thought it'll be quicker you, drop me off to Auntie's and then you can go pick up Mommy and...
No, it's faster to get Mommy first.
How do you know that?
Because Mommy works closer here. If I recall, you won't hit any, like, super huge cutscenes, so we should be fine. Okay. Vothri's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Enfilia for me? They endanger themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred, in particular, he sustained quite an injury from the Sin-Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spadrick still. Please, give them my thanks. Where are you? I don't want to walk that far. Oh, way ahead of me. Alright, fair enough. Is he up there? Was wondering why he didn't just accept my teleport and then realize we're no longer in party. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's on us. That's on us. You'll hear it from me? I'm sorry to put you through the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers have done their wonders. I'm more worried about Menphilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Horatorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but just talk to her, will you? This is going to lead to the thing I want or not. The Baldaquin? You're not going to let me through here, are you? God dang it! Oh. He appears to be lost in thought. A gentle poke. Eep! Oh! Bastion! What are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless. And now it's my fault. You make it up for by being there for him. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesimil. There are only but 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the others? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakable medicinal way. I was told we only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesimil. Whoever gets there first can explain the other will be back shortly. Thank you, and I appreciate the help. Marlo got lots of zoodles to eat. Okay, well, I'm just telling you because you bugged me for them. Music. Really hitting the spot. Zoodles like zucchini noodles? No, like the Chef Boyardee zoodles. If that makes sense. Where on earth? This stuff I really, really hate. Okay, I'm confused. Where on earth are you? It's back where... I thought so. Did you already... Just a little confusing. Thank you. Minfilia told me that you would be bringing the rest. Elven dill! Great on chips. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose. Though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel, but we'll win. I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spaggerts in working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course, but battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but it's a matter to discuss with the XIV. You know the XIV? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something. For me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true. If our losses were just our deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness and the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. Those captions thought I said Xbox. Xbox on. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. Then it also thought Alexa instead of Exarch. So I wanted to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell them. You have my word. You know, I'm not the king of pronunciation for anything. Is that what Google thought I said, or are you mocking me for what I am saying? Exarch. Exarch? Closed captions. Okay. There's a fine line of where I'm being mocked by my closed captioning program and by you. Thancred seems keen to quit the infirmary. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the ocular and keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphinote? Don't worry, I'm in to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. You're sure to pass on that message, eh? Here to meet the Xbox Exarch. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. Though I confess I've found them more gladdening than surprising, I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. Oh my god, cheap viewers on whatever goddamn terrible website that is, but don't forget to remove the space, ladies and gentlemen. My god. That's the first one I've seen in a long while. One of the soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I will fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done. Now, least of all. And though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief. And even should regret be my constant companion, I'll follow the path I've chosen to its end. As will I. That I have no doubt, and if we ever should appear to falter, it would only be because we are fatigued after a battle well fought. I thank you for your kind words. Now we have plans to make, do we not? Logie.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Timing of this man. Feels good, right? Swing the mighty
Sorry,
penis
I'm late,
banhammer.
Though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
It's funny because I had heard Twitch was really going through the last week or so. I guess the problem is, like, it's always been a problem with botting and view botting and sort of just like the robots that exist on the platform. And so I guess they're really starting to do a deep dive and a look into what's going on and about. But it's funny because I think it's a catch-22. I think what's happened is people have been like overzealous with the viewership that they've been getting, even though they're probably all fake viewership, like the big streamers. But I think what the problem was that Twitch is telling advertisers, hey, look, we have 1 quadrillion people watching our platform, right? When in reality, like, it's probably not even 60% of that. And so, like, advertisers have probably been paying a pretty penny to them because they're advertising probably fakely that they know about the viewership, and now it's probably bit them in the ass now that they know, like, oh, no one's going to be paying to advertise to fake people. So they're probably dropping their rates, and, you know, Twitch is just eating it, and now they've had to come out and do something about it, even though they probably don't want to.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us.
That's why the selling of the bots is still a thing, right?
As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented.
I'm trying to think. There's a streamer that like just happened to pop up and like literally admitted to view botting his own channel, and nobody did anything about it because he basically said that, and he's like, yeah, they're not going to do anything to me. And then so like, you know, then you have people like not that I would ever do that, but you have this is the problem with the platform of like, if you have people literally coming out saying that they're view botting their channel because that's the only way to get big and get advertisements noticing, like, and the platform does nothing about it. It certainly sucks when you try to do everything right? You helped design a Twitch campaign at your previous job for the VA, and we had to pick a streamer to stream for a set amount of time on a certain game to do a whole thing. They got paid, of course, for their time. Well, that's right. It's funny. Like, so was it a charity thing for the VA? It's interesting that you bring that up. Because there was something, I want to say maybe it was a couple years ago, maybe longer than that, before like the whole push of like, before streamers had to put stuff that was sponsored or ad driven, or regardless if they were paid for something. And what sort of came up was like, everyone knows like, oh, like if I get sponsored by a game to play it by a company, I have to put sponsored in that, you know, nowadays, but before you just never knew. And what was lost in the shuffle a little bit was charity work. And so some of the big streamers were being paid by charities and they didn't produce it. Yes, bud. Soon. 20 minutes.
20?
Yeah. Okay?
Just 20?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to play on your computer zone.
Maybe. And that was a big thing that came up because a lot of big streamers, like I think like I don't want to say anybody like you know, I don't want to say like XQC when it wasn't true, but I mean like someone like of his caliber, like there's a lot of people who are doing a lot of charity work, but they won't do it because unless they're getting paid, but they didn't have to, they weren't advertising it, they were being paid by the charity, and you're like, whoa, like what is this? Like, you know, some of them were taking cuts from the charity, like, you know, like, oh, I'll take 30% of what I make on it from the charity. Other people are being good about it, but like it certainly opens up a real terrible can of worms if you have no idea what's really going on in the background of it. I think I've heard that name, DJ Knight. I think he had to do a 4-hour stream with all the VA stuff on his stream, and he couldn't play anything even remotely violent because, well, veterans. The VA doesn't want the association to be violent, so he streamed No Man's Sky. Okay, I was gonna say, so like no Call of Duty type of thing, right?
Moreover, in the absence of a light warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power.
I'm surprised that they literally, like, I mean, nothing's, I haven't played No Man's Sky, but I would assume it was probably okay, but I'm surprised they didn't just basically just tell him, here's the game you will play. Like, I'm sure, like, you know, if they know enough about streaming and knowing to pay people like yourself to design campaigns and stuff, there's probably someone on the payroll who knows, like, here's a good, like, I'm sure maybe they gave him a list of stuff to play. Like, here's stuff that's okay, or here's stuff that's not okay. Whatever the list is bigger or not, that allows them to do so, right? But
he who did claim kinship with them, who did boast.
I wonder how much he was paid for that. I don't know how big of a streamer he is, but some numbers I've heard for sponsored streams for people like that. Like, I mean, I'll bring up like Gothalion, because like he usually is pretty open about how much he makes for a stream, and it's like $2,500 an hour. Yes, bud.
After you're done streaming, I want to play Zelda on your
Maybe. Okay.
What?
You have to be good.
What?
Okay. Oh, we did have to tell him what game to play. That was on us as the marketing team to figure out a list of games. The VA had to approve the games, then we gave him the... Oh, okay, well that's good.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
It really boggles my brain, like how much some of these people are still making, like on an hourly basis. Like for sponsorship stuff. Like obviously you can't really compete with like, you know, someone like of the terrible balding mess of a human on the earth, the roach of the world, Asmongold, but like, you know, just to think how much money they are literally making just to stream to tens of thousands of people, and then like, you know, heaven forbid, like, you know, that guy wants to do a sponsorship. Like, it boggles my mind how much money people throw at these people. Like, I would never want to be associated with that type of crap, but
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
and then, you know, like, it's funny, like, when you think of it, like, on the other end of it, of, like, why, like, I don't think this is the pure reason of why, but it's just, like, an added thing on top of, like, all these, like, gaming companies and these studios having to close. It's like, I don't really think you're getting the payoff that you think you are when you launch a game and decide to pay all of the big streamers tens of thousands of dollars, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, to stream your game for 2 or 3 hours, and they may or may not even like it, right? Like, I don't think that's good bang, because if it was a good game, they would stream it for free, right? Interesting tidbit: after this cutscene, you'll be in a room with a bunch of people. Talk to Emmett Selk. You can ask him about the Zodiac, and you'll actually kind of clarify what he told you earlier. Okay, thank you.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others.
I want you to finish that. You asked for it.
He attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to glamour yourself in there again.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals.
So it still looks like there's 2 more Light Wardens in this world?
While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back.
Interesting.
What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Does she know what he knows in regards to Menphilia? Like when she said that like she could summon him, like he already knows when Thancred talked to the real Minfilia, she sort of explained how it worked, right? So does this Minfilia know how it works? Because she still is having some... Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, like, she still has that angst that she's explains almost every time we're with her, that Thancred doesn't really see her as the real Minfilia. Although I don't really think that's true. I think he's just fighting some inner demons with that, but I think he knows that she's doing her best.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do! I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
He knows that Thancred holds some resentment that she's not his Minfilia, but he also cares about this Minfilia even if she doesn't think he does. Right.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
Come on, Logan. Eat. Will you never grow tired of shuffling your feet? If you have something to ask, ask. Tell me about the Zodiac. I told you before, the Zodiac is the creation of my people, the first people. We summoned him, as you might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. Like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There's no resisting such power. And so we Ascians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness. His darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools. Though that is only to be expected, given their innate ability to conceive of the nature of the universe. But I believe I'm repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really, I have no need of deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you'd find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. How close to ending the stream am I? About like 10-15 minutes, RJD. Timing never is our strong suit, is it? How are you, by the way? I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. By tempering, he means what we saw with all of the beast tribes as they summon primals. They become absolutely and 100% under the control of the primal and act on the will of the primal. Yes, very much so. Like that sort of like almost becomes their only deal, right? Like they summon it and then that's like they don't know anything else other than just like summoning the primal. Living the dream, but still sure whose dream? As long as it's no one's nightmare, right? That's the important part. You remember the scene with the Titan when he saw the young kobold's parents get killed? Yes. Good old Titan. and he remains tempered. Come on, finish your zoodles. Persona went well. Did a little bit in the Tartarus. You know, got a couple of social links started. It went well. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. You're sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look. No matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I can hope you can find it in peace to believe it too. Well, when you put it that way, how can we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. I have yet to still not get the bidet riding persona, though. I'm sure he's in the cards sooner rather than later. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Yomorian airship coming to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Valthry's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Nabatharang lies to the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Suk. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path that also makes for easier traversal through the Naboth Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby at the inn to Journey's Head. If the Omorians caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Valthry's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be rather safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Yolmians' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know will be uninhabited. This way, you'll have a chance at reaching Nabatharang unopposed, and without risk to civilians. I can't deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It'll afford us a chance to have proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thangred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Valthry's forces to you. Yes, bud. Like, 5. Maybe. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few tomorrow for our own journey. I'll leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. That's setting the scene right there. And you told me there was no good stopping point. I think that's a good stopping point. Where we head off to a new world. Amarang? Well, the quest isn't done yet. Right. Should I finish the quest? Go on over to the bridges? Guess it doesn't have to be. Come on, biscuits. Let's say bye with this wonderful backdrop. Wave with me. Blow them kisses. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the stream for me, for rowing upstream, not downstream. We're gonna do it. So I get flowered with confetti as someone just doesn't leave me alone. Daddy, 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 I finished my zoodles. Can we play games now? Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the stream. I thank you all for coming on in. RJD, I apologize that you only saw my beautiful, beautiful face for only 5 minutes. But it's going to have to wait until Friday as I have a dancing bunny in front of me. Lothars, thank you as well. We're going to see you on Friday, folks, I think, and then maybe Sunday, Yanana, Bagana, making up words as we go along. As always, folks, peace out. See you later, taters. Hit it, biscuits, before I keep talking. Oh, you going to say it? And bang. Later, taters. You say that? You tried. Important. Bye-bye, everybody.
Daddy.